Welcome to another edition of Motor Trend Television. Hello everyone, I'm John Mathias. Today we'll compare three affordable street tough compacts. Then in a completely different market segment, we'll take a look at a hand-built coupe and roadster from the Panoz Auto Company. And we'll follow a Motor Trend editor while he sells a special car at the world-famous Barrett-Jackson auction. All of that and more starts right now. The explosive growth of the aftermarket performance trade has the car companies chasing a piece of that action. Here's a look at three of their new cars aimed squarely at young performance fans.
SRT4 by Dodge, Mazdaspeed Protege, and SVT Focus 5-door by Ford. Three street-tough sedans with economy car roots.
But all of these sport compacts are built to a price. So what the designers have done is take the basic economy car layout and add some touches here and there that customize to a younger taste. Each of these major manufacturers have tapped into the great knowledge base that the aftermarket has available in terms of special high-performance parts that are made in low volume.
All base priced under $20,000, these aftermarket-inspired performers offer an integrated package of engine, chassis, and body parts, and the added advantage of a factory warranty. Ford has taken last year's 3-door SVT Focus and applied the same technology to the 5-door ZX5. It's the only hatchback of this group. SVT engineering bumps the horsepower 35% over the stock 2-liter Focus. The result is 170 horses and 145 pound-feet of torque, but peak twist comes at a lofty 5,500 RPM, so sport compact performance means keeping the revs up. The standard Jetrog 6-speed helps keep the engine in the sweet spot of the power band. The SVT Focus is feature-rich. Cruise control, tilt telescope wheel with audio controls, and side airbags are all standard. Subtle honeycomb grills in the front and rear fascias, discrete roof spoiler, smoked glass headlight covers, and 5-spoke 17-inch aluminum wheels are the relatively sedate visual cues of its SVT status.
The SVT Focus is perhaps the most understated of the three. It has understated body graphics, it has a lot of thoughtful touches, and then there's another aspect, because it's a hatchback, it has much more practicality. So it's both fun and practical. It has a nice balance.
The Mazdaspeed Protege, in its limited run orange mica sheet metal, takes the well-built 4-door Protege subcompact and gives it a large dose of street smarts. Its 2-liter inline-4 gets a 35% horsepower boost over base thanks to a Garrett turbo and Callaway Cars intercooler, 170 horsepower, 160 pound-feet of torque. Aluminum shift knob and foot pedals, carbon fiber accented center stack, and silver-faced gauges lend customized touches to the cabin. A showy 450-watt Kenwood MP3 audio system with subwoofer and remote control is also pre-wired for satellite radio. Underneath, Racing Beat supplies performance chassis components and a stainless steel exhaust, while 5-spoke aluminum wheels by Racing Heart finish the tuner look outside.
The Mazdaspeed Protege really looks the part: the wing, the paint job, the ground effects, the interior goodies, the killer stereo, the Racing Heart wheels. There isn't much you need to add. You just turn the key and go and have lots of fun with it.
The Dodge Neon Sedan, a slow, thrifty rental car type. The SRT4, well, not quite so slow. With a top speed of 148, it's the second fastest Dodge after a Viper for a quarter of the price. With a 2.4-liter inline-4 lifted from the PT Cruiser Turbo, the high-flow Mitsubishi turbocharger and Vallejo intercooler deliver an explosive 215 horsepower and 245 pound-feet of torque. Seriously bolstered front seats, carbon fiber look leather-trimmed wheel, a satin metallic center stack, plus an Autometer turbo boost gauge round out the race car details inside the SRT4. Towering rear spoiler, 17-inch wheels, shortened and stiffened front springs, Tokiko shocks, and no muffler exhaust with dual chrome tips all together make the SRT4 a seriously fun package.
The SRT4 has 100 foot-pounds more torque than the SVT Focus. It is extremely entertaining to drive. When you want to pass somebody, instead of having to downshift, if you want, you just depress the gas a little further. The turbo whistles up, it spools up, and you shoot forward. So it's very satisfying.
With more power than both the Mazda and the Ford, we weren't surprised to see Dodge top our acceleration test with a 0 to 60 of just 5.4 seconds.
The Dodge SRT4 was an absolute tire burner. It is the quickest car under $20,000 sold in the USA right now.
All three had world-class stopping from 60.
Each of these hot sport compacts weighs less than 3,000 pounds, and they each have very large four-wheel disc brakes with anti-lock, and therefore the braking performance is quite substantial. Very powerful brakes.
Each car cleared the 600-foot slalom at over 65, but the Mazdaspeed Protege trumped the others with its near 70-mile-per-hour run.
We added a series of tests to our normal test regimen, and that was to take them, run them on a closed race course. The Dodge SRT4 has smaller tires than the other two cars, so the SVT Focus and the Mazdaspeed Protege handled the corners much better. In particular, the Mazdaspeed Protege was the most balanced through the corners. It was the easiest to take a line and keep it. The Ford Focus, while it handled very well in the corners, just didn't have the power to get down the straights with the other two cars in this test. So the Dodge edged out the Mazda by the tiniest of margins, but only because of its tremendous acceleration ability on the straights. And both the turbo cars really put the whomps on the SVT Focus.
Proving that $20,000 can buy a competition-bred ride, these highly wound sport compacts deliver the fast goods. But Ron Sessions is clear on which one wins this matchup.
The SVT Focus handles wonderfully. It's just a wonderful overall package. The Mazdaspeed Protege has great handling and plenty of power, but the Dodge SRT4 just pushes all the buttons. It's not the most sophisticated of the three, but it is certainly the most fun.
We've come to the end of this episode, but for more automotive news, comparisons, and road test results, pick up the latest issue of Motor Trend magazine on newsstands now. For the Motor Trend Buyer's Guide and to order comprehensive new vehicle price reports, go to MotorTrend.com. For all of the editors at Motor Trend, I'm John Mathias. Be sure to join us again for the next Motor Trend Television.